Yeah.
And you just mentioned her earlier. Simone Biles was kind of the big story of the Olympics. What did you exactly take out of the whole deal? Because it was kind of a hard situation to really understand. But what did you actually take out of the whole Simone Biles situation?
I felt that we forget sometimes that athletes are first and foremost human beings.
Mm-hmm.
And we just want them, we have this flashback to like Mary Lou Retton with the broken foot or the broken ankle or broken leg, whatever. And she goes out and she competes and she wins the gold. I saw people when Simone Biles came out and they were showing this clip of Mary Lou saying, "Oh, that's what an athlete should be." Simone Biles, whatever was going on with her, I think there were some family issues. I think there was a death in the family. There's some, I believe it's ADHD medicine. Like, I forget the name of the medicine that she's supposed to be on, but it's illegal in Tokyo, so she couldn't take it. So there was a lot going on with her. And for her to come out and say, listen, I'm not mentally kind of in a state where I can compete at my best, and for the betterment of the team and everything, I'm going to step away. People saw that as weakness. And my old school mentality was like, rub some dirt on it and just go. But then, when you think about it for a minute, you're like, you know what? I think it was just as brave of her to come out and say, I can't do this. And as fans, we want athletes to just, be these machines that just go out and compete and just forget about life. Just go compete and do what you're supposed to do. That's what you get paid to do, or that's why we watch you. And I get that. And we lose a sense of, the human aspect of it. And everyone who said she should have just, grinned and bared it, I asked, what if it was your kid? What if it was your kid that said to you, you know what, if I'm in a mental state right now where, and I'm not saying this to Simone, I'm just saying in general, I'm in a mental state right now that if I were to go out and try to compete, I don't think I could recover from that. I might fall into deep depression, especially if I lose. Or if I win. Like, I don't even know if it has to do with winning or losing. Would you send your kid out and say, I don't care, just go? I would say 90% of parents would say no. 10% would say, yeah, just go do it, I don't care. But I think the majority would say no. If you know yourself and you know that you have whatever mental health issues that you have that you need to deal with and you can't go play your best, then don't. Right? If she had a sprained ankle and said, I tried, I went out and I did a backflip, and when I landed, it shot pain through my whole body that made me want to vomit. You'd say, okay, well, you're hurt, don't do it. Why is that ankle more important than your brain, than your mental health? So that's why I definitely sided with her. Now, I'm not saying, I also don't want to go too far and say, oh my God, she's a hero, right? Oh, how courageous of this person to say, I can't do it. Because you know what? I'd say put that into perspective too. She had an issue. She made the best decision for her. I applaud her for that, and we move on.
Yeah. And there's a lot of things that people are dealing with that we have no idea about. And again, we didn't really know the whole extent to the matter. So it's kind of like if you go out there and, go on Twitter, and this is what I hate about Twitter. Mostly it's just people, trashing other people. And it's just like, there's just other things that we don't know that are dealing with. But again, we don't know the whole situation. So we really shouldn't comment on it if we don't know what's happening. So again, it was kind of sad to see, because she probably at the end of the day, she probably could be at one time the greatest Olympians ever, but it just kind of, we just don't know the whole extent. It's just kind of a situation that we kind of should just kind of back away from, I think. So
yeah, she knows herself, right? She knows herself better than anybody else. And if she felt she can't do it, then that's her decision to make. I'm not going to hold a grudge to someone who says, listen, I'm not at that point where I can do it. It's your decision.
Yeah. And I think, like I said, she's in control of herself. She can make the decisions that she wants to. So